So
Okay, I want to really take it into a different way of thinking and ask you something there. One of the things that I realize with personal experience and having spoken to other people who I look up to in terms of how they've been able to be calm and composed in situations which look unbearably overwhelming. Um, Specifically because I have been not only a practitioner of Vipassana, I was serving for a while, going to the center, meeting a lot of other meditators time to time, and when I heard their stories, I could not believe it. Like it's really difficult in certain circumstances.
yeah.
So instead of getting into the mumbo jumbo of meditation itself, which is where I think a lot of people are either for or against, I don't want to get into the belief system. I'll just explain something that we learn as practitioners of a certain what is called as art of living. Uh, Small things keep happening. Your practice is one thing on the cushion. Uh, let's see where everything is hunky dory, nothing is happening. You're sitting as per you're sitting because you want to sit. So it is your wish. There is nothing that has been thrust upon you. You reached a point where you have got a cushion made and you feel like you are now a serious practitioner, and all those things have happened, and you're sitting every day, and you also luckily reached a point where the discipline has been built, and all these things are working in on you, but the mind is the mind. Now the mind is the mind is where we live our experiences. uh, so if I feel anything good about you or bad about you, it is while sitting on the cushion, all these things arise in the mind, obviously. There is no such thing as you sit and you get that point of peace and calm. Nothing like that happens. In no practice it happens. If somebody says that, I think either they haven't been practicing or else there is some other sham going on.
True.
So while all of that happens, you also have been told what to do. So somewhere there's a mix of things happening, and you're training your mind to work in a certain way and be calm about whatever panic or angst or whatever negatives and positives that are arising. You do not have to go with the flow at that point of time. You are supposed to do what is to be done. Okay.
You finish. I'll tell you what's coming to my mind.
I'll come to the question. I think you will resonate with it. So when you train yourself regularly with these things, saying, no, not what my mind wants, but what I'm supposed to do again and again and again. So little problems keep coming. So you stub your toe against the door and suddenly the toe is paining, and you know what is to be done. So at times you are supposed to panic about it and quickly, if it is bleeding, to try and resolve that. If it is not bleeding, just wait. Just let's see. But your mind gets trained and a new mind gets formed, if I were to call it. So my question to you, now I'm taking it away. Like I said, the conversation is more because the experiences are lived in the mind.
Yeah.
The fight I have with you is in my mind. Perhaps you will not be even thinking of me. You had some other worry, you didn't pick up my call and I called for something, and
completely. I get
picking this thing up, and I am now at my like the zenith of being furious, and you call and you say, Are, did you know my kids homework was not complete, and the teacher called and said that today I am going to punish or whatever, or fail the ones who not done whatever. Suddenly I realize it's not about me. I don't even realize immediately. That is a separate story most of the time. So my question to you, can a person who's trying to live a certain better quality of life train oneself to become a little calmer and all that, what we've been discussing in the earlier few questions? Is there a way? Because the situations will keep changing in intensity, in health or whatever. Like you said, certain topics might be more difficult than others. Is it a possibility that one can look at? What do you want to say about that?
100%. I have seen myself change so much, so with increasing practice, the way you are saying, whether it is meditation or whatever suits anybody, if one is conscious about it and if one is intending to do it, there are many 100 million ways to calm yourself down, provided you have the right intent to do it. Right. So definitely this is something that can be acquired easily or not, obviously depends on the person's willingness to do it. Yeah, but it is at least something that you can
Achievable.
say that achievable, and at least you can make certain progress in, even if whether you achieve it or not. And in fact, it's a goal which you can't even think whether it's achievable, because there is no limit to it.
Yeah.
Right. But I think the only goal we can set for ourselves is that, am I better than yesterday in this? Was inching towards something, but it's definitely doable. I am definitely saying that from experience. You can become more and more calm, provided you are aware of it, and provided you want to work towards it, and you are willing to do the things needed. It's a practice, and it's a conscious effort. It's not something that will happen overnight, for sure.
Do you want to go back to something you were wanting to say when I was asking the question?
Yes. So I think you were saying something about doing what you need to do, and the whole panic and all of that. In my life, I'm only saying this in all humility, without meaning it for anybody. Many a times na, pata hai mere saath kya hua hai, that sometimes a situation is so extreme, and I'm in the middle of the situation, that I cannot afford any other reaction but to just calm myself down and do the next best thing that is needed out of me. Yeah. So then calmness or panicking, nothing is a choice. Just doing the next thing is a choice, right? Like an extreme situation where, whatever the situation is, right? So very often I have seen, like, sometimes it's a very funny thing for me to say, but when I see someone panicking or breaking down or losing control, I have found myself thinking that for that person in this moment, even that is a luxury. I can't even afford that right now. I just have to be, focused about what I need to do. Now, whether the world calls it calm or composed or whatever, I don't care, because I don't have the time to give it a label. I just have to go ahead and do this next thing that is needed out of me. Right. So many a times these things really, like, really, it's a stupid thing to say, but obviously I don't mean it in the sense of a calamity or anything, but there are many situations in life where I have found that, being able to express that panic or express that certain whatever is also a luxury. There is a certain space that is there for you where you can go out and express it. But kabhi kabhi wo bhi available nahi hota hai, and then you only need to, you don't have a choice, but you just have to just take a breath and do the next thing that you need to do, because that's the only thing that you can do at that time. So very often you don't put labels, but you just do it, and then the world judges it as whatever, calm or not calm, doesn't matter.
This it is a beautiful thing you shared. I remember last year somebody very close to me was hospitalized, and
Yes.
I was quite overwhelmed at that time because it was COVID time.
Yes.
No one else could help me come and serve the patient, and I was the only one doing the running around. Sometimes you just wanted a break and go for something, a
Yes.
chai or something, and sometimes it didn't happen. And the overwhelming part of the whole procedure, because everybody else was always panicking because there were other patients in the hospital, there were other COVID wards. This one was not. And I was, one day I just got very overwhelmed and I was like I wanted to cry. I just walked out of the ICU and I just sat. And there was this old man sitting next to me who's I think his father was hospitalized. And he said, "Beta, ye kaise chalega?
Exactly.
We are supposed to be holding fort for the patient." I said, yes. And I calmed down because it was just that momentary thing. You just want to, like you said, that expression needs to come out. And I just sat and I spoke to him and I didn't even speak. I think I was just too overwhelmed by the kindness. And I just sat there for 2 minutes. I was okay. I nodded my head and then went back inside and continued. And the next day, that old man's daughter was sitting and she was crying. But I was in a better frame of mind. I was calm and happy serving. Situation hadn't changed, but at least my mood was better. Then I did the same thing for her, and it just stayed with me because it was so big that the same thing is there. We are all going through the same emotions. And when you spoke about this, I thought, yeah, it's a luxury sometimes. It's a luxury. There are a lot
वो
of
चल नहीं सकते उनके लिए, जो अंकल ने आपको बोला, it's not something that he can afford to do. So but to you in that time you can afford.
True. I think this part that you mentioned is very good. I want to ask you something else. Uh, so you spoke a lot about intent and awareness. Now,
Mm,
again, this goes back to clarity of mind.
mm,
Because if you keep reacting on a small basis every now and then to things that are happening to you, like you, I think you've been kind, and I also do not want to seem very cruel to people who panic at the drop of a hat. Whatever happens, little bit, uh, they think, no, this is the way to resolve their problems. I think it's a bad habit to get into because over a period, life is sometimes not very
each to
kind.
their own, honestly, each to their own. आप कभी दूसरे को कुछ बोल ही नहीं सकते हो. This is my
Not very.
reality.
हाँ,
I
हाँ.
choose.
No, no, it is for us only. I'm not even bothering about how. See, I'm presuming that people who sit and watch, like the values workshop itself, is a very vulnerable space for me as well.
Hmm.
To sit week after week and try
Yeah.
and not repeat myself and try and be very honest and authentic and get my guests to open up. Some days are very difficult, honestly. And when you get 5 views or 2 views and you keep thinking, does it reach people? And are people thinking? And then you, again, like you said, you go back inside and you really ask yourself, why are you doing this?
Yeah. Yeah.
And that is the context that you said, okay, this is something good for the world and people who are hurting. So I come from
Yeah.
that space that if somebody is
Sure.
watching this and you have already given the conditions apply part of it, saying, look, I'm not even saying I'm calm and cool all the time. So neither
Yeah.
are we. I think my daughter will be the first one to say, look, this guy who speaks on camera is not always like this. Very often,
Kids, oh God, how they show the mirror all the time. Oh Lord.
he loses patience less often. So my question to you is, uh, if somebody wants to start developing on this path,
Mm-hmm.
in terms of intent, awareness comes much later. I think awareness is a hugely loose word used very often by people. Awareness is not so easy because I think once you reacted, it is over, and after 2 hours you realize, oh my God, I shouldn't have done. I think that is late awareness most of the time. But
Mm.
before that, the intent. So, what should be the intent? What is it that you did during your difficult periods, or was there preparation, or were the difficult periods needed compulsorily to wake you up to know I have to look at a better way? What do you want to talk a bit about that part of the story?
Sure. So preparation, though obviously not, you can never be prepared about it. Okay. But for me now, the order is a bit reverse. Now, whether I understand when you say ki awareness ko log loosely use karte, hain, but to me, that knowing, if I were to call it a simpler word, comes before the intent. Otherwise the intent is just at a surface level. You're not going to do anything about it. You're just going to keep giving yourself the excuse ki ha, I want to be calmer, but I want to be calmer. I may be shouting at this moment, but I still want to be calmer. My intent exists, so it's not a true real intent on which you will really work, right? So you need to really see, sit, know, be aware, self reflect, and know that what you're doing,
Ah,
if I would just say an anger, releasing an anger, is it the right thing that you're doing? Can it have a different outlet, etc.? And then only can you have a true intent to move towards calmness and composure, right? So that is the thing. So same way, I think I did the same with myself, and hence I'm able to say this. Is that uh, so one of the things I feel is to, sometimes I've often compared my life, and I think many people might, agree with the analogy, is I just sometimes think of it as a super dark forest, ekdam like blinding dark, right? And I don't know where I'm going, right? There is no light also at times. There is sometimes some light comes, some things happens, but of late I have done that, right? But I take the next step in faith, knowing that and hoping that I'm taken care of in the next step, right? Ab aise mein what preparation to do, what awareness to have, but can I just be aware of this, that the only thing that will guide me forward is something in my heart will say ki, this next step seems fine, right? And only then can I have the right intent. So I think awareness, so I think awareness is that really where you are braced with a lot of things, but also again for myself only I'll say that I don't know if one can move forward if one already makes like a huge deal of it, And even if one is making a huge deal of it, can one still bring in that awareness that, okay, this is the real thing and this is what I'm making out of it, right? So again, there is that knowing, there is that awareness that one can keep bringing to keep taking the next step. Yeah. So hence what I have always done is, for me, in a dark time or in a difficult time, I've always, which I mentioned a while back, I found myself often clamped in a way, कि ये अभी ये है, इसके अंदर मैं हूँ. There is no place for me to go out, and hence I only have this next step to do. There are not 100 options. There is only this one, not even option. There is only this one thing that I can do, right? So hence, you know, whether now obviously if that is the next only thing that I can do, then there is no option between for me again panicking about it or being calm about it. The next step has to be taken, and maybe I am practical like that, that I know कि हाँ ये next step अब लेना है, तो मैं panic करूँ या काम करूँ, क्या फायदा है? This is the only next thing to do. And very often taking that one next step further has opened up pathways for me, because sometimes the universe knows, sometimes always the universe knows much better than what you do.